In this video, what we want to look on is a continuation of the geometric introduction that we had in a previous video. What we're going to look on now is how to solve problems that involve geometric progression. Okay, so here's the problem that we're looking at. We're looking at in a GP, which is for geometric progression. The 8th term is, so the 8th term is 384. The 3rd term is 12. And so we want to find this sum. We want to find the sum of the 10th term. All right. There it is. That's the question that we want to look at. All right, so let me read it quickly. In a GP, the 8th term is 384, and the 3rd term is 12. Find the sum of the first 10th term. Well, we're going to write down what we know, all right, about these. All right, so the 8th term is actually r to the 7, all right, and that is 384. The 3rd term is 12, so that's ar squared is equal to 12. Well, we could see right now we could find r, we could find let's say I want to find a. Using this, I could say, okay, a is equal to 12 divided by r squared. I can say that if I want. I could even say r squared is equal to 12 over a, and then do that here. We could do so many things. So let us say I did this. Then I could substitute this idea here where a is in an effort to find r. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We need to know what the ratio is. And if we can do that, we're good. So substituting a for 12 over r squared. So in this case, we're looking at a, so it's going to be 12 divided by r squared. So it's for this part. So this is a times this still. So this is my a, basically. A is that times that. Now, you could see that we could do this by simple. We take off that, we'll have r to the 5. So basically, I have 12 r to the 5th power is equal to 384. So if I divide this by 12, divide this by 12, r to the 5th power is equal to 32. Then I could now say, okay, what could be raised to the 5th power to give 32? Well, we already know that 2 to the 5th power is 32. All right, or I could take the 5th root of both sides here. So I could take the 5th root of this and take the 5th root of that. I'll get r equal to 2. All right, so we could see. So our common ratio is 2. So let me put this one side. R is equal to 2. Now, since I know that r is 2, I can now find a using back any one of these. So let me use this one. It seems simple. R squared is equal to 12. But r is now 2. So basically, a times 2 squared is equal to 12. So divide this by 4, divide this by 4, because 2 2s is 4. So a is equal to 3. So now we have a, which is now 3. Now, if I have my a, and I have my ratio, I should say, which is r, I can now find the sum to the 10th term, because there is a formula of sum to the nth term, right? So the sum to the nth term is this. This is the formula. Sum to the nth term is equal to a, which is my first term, open bracket, 1 minus r raised to the n, all over 1 minus r. So I could use this formula to find the sum up to any nth term, right? So in this case, the nth term is 10. So we're looking at this. So we're looking at this. So it's going to be, so I'm saying sum to the 10th term is going to equal to A. A is 3. 1 minus R, where R is 2 to the N is 10. And that all over 1 minus R, and R is 2. If I continue, this is 3. In bracket, I'll have 1. 2 to the 10th is going to take me to 1024. All over, and this is now negative 1. Alright, I could go a little bit further. So what I'm looking at is, okay, so I'm actually looking at 3 times negative 1023 over negative 1. So finally, if we just carry out these, we'll end up with a 9 around there, we have a 6 around there, we have a 0 there, and I have a 3 here. Alright, and this is the negative cancel the negative. So if you want to put the negative over the negative 1, then finally it is basically 3069. Alright, thank you for watching. Alright.